They believed the vault was secure. For years, no one proved otherwise. Then, one weekend, more than $100 million disappeared. I am Silas Veyr. Tonight, we open the file on the Antwerp Diamond Heist. Antwerp had long been one of the centres of the international diamond trade. Inside the Antwerp Diamond Centre, dealers stored stones, precious metals and cash in a heavily protected underground vault. Among the people who gained access to the building was an Italian man named Leonardo Notarbartolo. He rented an office there and presented himself as a diamond merchant. For months, he moved through the building like any other tenant. That was the point. He was not supposed to stand out. He watched the routines. He learned when guards moved through the building. He studied the doors, the cameras, and the systems protecting the vault below. According to investigators, Notarbartolo was not working alone. The men connected to the operation were experienced criminals from Italy. Each appears to have brought a different skill: surveillance, locks, electronics, planning. The preparation lasted for years. This was not a robbery built around force. It was built around patience. Then came the weekend of February 15th, 2003. The offices closed, the streets grew quiet, and beneath the building, the vault remained locked. For everyone outside, it was an ordinary weekend. For the men watching the building, it was the moment they had been waiting for. Sometime during that weekend, the group entered the building. There was no explosion, no armed assault, no employees forced to open the door. They moved quietly through the building and reached the vault, 2 floors below. The door protected a room guarded by cameras, motion detectors, heat sensors, magnetic alarms, and a locking system designed to resist almost any attack. Later accounts described copied access information, carefully studied routines, and the deliberate defeat of several security systems. Some of those details came from investigators. Others came from Notarbartolo years later. Not every part can be independently confirmed. But one fact is beyond dispute. By Monday morning, the vault was open. On Monday morning, employees returned to the building. At first, nothing outside suggested that one of the largest robberies in history had taken place beneath their feet. Then they reached the vault. The door was open, and inside, the room had been torn apart. Rows of private deposit boxes had been forced open. Their contents were gone. Diamonds, gold, jewellery, cash, documents and small stones lay scattered across the floor. The thieves had taken what they could carry and abandoned what they considered unimportant. More than 100 boxes had been opened. The estimated value of the missing property exceeded $100 million, and almost none of it could be traced. The vault had given investigators almost nothing. No alarm had stopped the thieves. No witness had seen them leave, and most of the stolen property could not be identified once it entered the diamond trade. But outside Antwerp, on a quiet piece of private land, someone found a discarded rubbish bag. Inside it was the beginning of the thieves' undoing. The rubbish had been dumped near a wooded area south of Antwerp. It contained food packaging, receipts, documents, and envelopes linked to the Diamond Centre. Investigators also found material they could connect to Leonardo Notarbartolo. The contents gave the police what the vault had failed to provide: names, locations, and a trail leading away from the crime scene. Notarbartolo was arrested only days after the robbery. The operation had taken years to prepare. The mistake that exposed it took only seconds. The evidence led investigators to Leonardo Notarbartolo and several men connected to the operation. Convictions followed, but the central question remained unanswered. Where was the fortune? In 2005, Notarbartolo was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Other members of the group were also convicted, yet investigators recovered only a small part of what had been taken. Loose diamonds could be separated from their settings. Gold could be melted. Cash could disappear without leaving a useful record. The stolen property may have been divided, moved through different markets, or hidden long before the arrests began. Notarbartolo later claimed that the robbery had involved a diamond dealer and that the reported value of the missing property had been exaggerated. That account was never established as fact. It may have been an explanation, or it may have been one final attempt to control the story. The Antwerp heist is often remembered for the technology the thieves defeated, but their greatest weapon was patience. They did not attack the building. They became familiar to it. They allowed the extraordinary to disguise itself as routine. The thieves opened the vault. The police opened the case. But somewhere beyond the documents, the diamonds disappeared. This file is not closed, only stored.